Hello, Matt from Evergreen Roofing. This is Joel from JND SEO. So I'm going to show you 3 ways today that you can beat your competition online. We'll talk about content, backlinks, and citations. Now, I don't want to waste your time, Matt. I don't want to waste mine, so I'll make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear some more information, feel free to reach out. Would love to answer any questions you might have. So without further ado, the first thing we'll kind of just jump into here is content. So I'm looking at your home page here, and Google really recommends having about 1,500 to 2,000 words. The reason for that is because if you have that much content, then Google essentially feels like that you are giving a lot of useful information out to the internet. And the more that they feel like you're giving something out for free, Google loves that, honestly, and it's going to help you to rank higher, and they're going to rank your site higher. So just to take one of your competitors, one of the top ones in the area, Charlotte Roofing Specialists, we'll look at their site as well and just kind of compare. The reason that we're doing that is because we want to know what would it take for you to get ahead of them, essentially, right? So that's what this is all about. You'd want to obviously get ahead of them in the rankings, and that's what's going to help you bring in the additional business and get some of the business that they're actually getting right now. So if we look through their page as well, they also don't have anything near the 1,500 to 2,000 words. So that tells us just by adding more content to your page alone, that would be one way that you would be able to get ahead of them with that as well. But the other reason that you do want to have that much content is that the more content you have on your page, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can put into that. Just as an example, I've put in the keyword phrase here, Roofing Charlotte, North Carolina, where you guys are based out of. First thing any new customer would see would be these ads. After that, they're going to find this map section. So in here, you're going to find the top 3 companies in the area. They're going to show up in this preview window here, where you can hit the view all. And to get in here, really, it's just all about the citations. This is the second thing we'll talk about, which is the citations. And citations are just when you get your business name, address, and phone number all listed together. They have to all be exact, and the more websites that you have these listed in, the higher they're going to rank you in this GMB or map section here. GMB just stands for Google My Business, and the more of those you have, then the higher you're going to rank. So another way you can do that is to just get listed in more directory sites, right? And this is something that you could even do as well. Some of these sites are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, even linking your Facebook page, setting up, if you don't already have one, an Instagram page, and making sure that your address, like for this one here with the LLC, they would have to have that in every single one if they have it here. It just has to be the exact name, exact same address, no extra spaces or anything, and the phone number. And as long as those 3 things are the same across all sites, that will count as another citation, which will obviously help you to rank higher in this section. After that, we're going to get to the organic section, which is after this. This is the where we start to see companies' names show up with their websites. So number 1 for Roofing Charlotte, North Carolina for our keyword would be Baker Roofing. Number 2 is Charlotte Roofing. And then we do have some directories such as Home Advisor and Better Business Bureau. Then we have Guy Roofing. You're going to get 10 results per page, so remember that, because we'll come back to that. So next thing I did was I took your website, Evergreen Roofing Charlotte, and I just put it into a program that I use called Ahrefs, and this just allows me to kind of analyze your site, see how it's doing. So this is when we start talking about the third thing we want to talk about today, which is the backlinks. So backlinks and referring domains really go together. Referring domains are just websites that you have links on, and those links are called the backlinks. When people click these, and it could even be a picture or a button, it just redirects them back to your page. So as of right now, you guys have links on about 281 domains or websites. And on those 281 websites, you have about 1,200 links. And so these also function as this site kind of vouching for you. The more sites that have links that are pointing back to you, Google really, really likes that. So the more you have, the higher they're going to rank your site here in the trust. And after that, then we get to our keywords. So you guys do right now have 111 keywords that you're showing up for in searches. And these are what really kind of bring the traffic to your site or visitors. So we can see that the 111 keywords you do have are bringing about 133 visitors to your site right now. And if we just scroll over to Charlotte Roofing, we can see they also up here. This just means you have headers on your page. It's a good thing. It helps Google find you a little bit easier. They have about 118 referring domains, sending them back about 686 links to their site. So they have a little bit, about 6 per site there, 6 links per site. 174 keywords. And the big difference here is just that they have 704 visitors to their site. So they have, almost double what you guys have keywords, but as far as the links, they're pretty similar with the backlinks and citations. So citations are another backlink as well. So one way to add a few more of these, would be to link up all your social media pages. And like I said, if you can get into sites like Home Advisor and whatnot, and just the more of those you add, it's going to help your site be even stronger. So what I'm going to do next is we'll actually go back to your page. I'm going to click the keyword so we can take a look and just see what you guys are being found for right now. So we have roof replacement near me. These near me ones, they can be all right because Google is pretty good about knowing your location, but they're not the strongest keywords that you can have. I really prefer to see ones like this, where you have a service you offer, such as roofing, and then a specific location you offer it in, preferably where you're based out of, which for you guys, Charlotte, North Carolina. So roofing, Charlotte, North Carolina, this is a really good one. We can see there's good volume on it. There's 200 people that search it per month. And for this one, you guys are in the 10th position. So we know that there's 10 results that show up per page here in the organic section, as we saw. And so number 10 really is going to be at the bottom of the page. It's the last spot on that first page. So you are in the first page. Obviously, the higher up you are, the more traffic you could expect to get, and the higher percentage of that 200. So being number 10 right now, you guys are bringing in just under about 5 visitors per month of that 200 being in the 10th spot. And the higher up we would rank, the better. So just a couple more good ones here. Roofer, Charlotte, North Carolina. 150 more on that one. And you guys are number 10 on that one, and you bring in about 4 visitors per month on that. So if we just jump over to Charlotte Roofing, they actually have the near me one as well, which does have a lot of traffic. The problem with anything near me is it's not a specific location, so it's a national term, so you're going to get a lot of people who probably may not even be in your area or looking for your area. So you're going to get some that you're going to have to kind of filter out. So ones like this, Roofing, Charlotte, North Carolina, 200 like we saw on yours. They're in the first position, and the difference here is that they're going to get about 65 visitors. So they're going to usually get about a third or so. And Charlotte Roofing, 100, they're number 1, 36 more. Roofer, Charlotte, North Carolina, another 150, they're number 2, so they're going to get about 25. Really just the more of these that you can get on the first page for, and you can just keep going, it just starts to all add up, all that volume, all the visitors, and that's just how you start to get so many. And you can really just keep going over time and get more and more. So for you guys, honestly, adding a few more keywords or ranking a bit higher, even on some of the ones you guys do have, a couple 10s on there, getting you in the top 3 for those, it would easily bring you at least another 100 visitors to your site. And of those 100, you could probably expect about, we'll say 20 calls or so, even for just 20%. Typically, you get anywhere between about 15 to 30 off of the visitors, so that would actually be calls. So even if we said it was 20 more calls, depending on what you guys' closing ratios are for based on how many calls you get, which estimates and jobs, that would give you that many more jobs per month. So now that you guys have that information, I will just call you guys for some feedback, and you guys can let me know what you thought of the video to help other businesses as well. I'm just trying to be as informative as possible. But also for you guys, now that you have the info, if you're looking to grow, then obviously if you have someone that you guys use, you could definitely pass this video on. It should be helpful to them as well. If you guys aren't looking to grow, obviously you don't have to do anything with the video. And if you maybe either don't have somebody that you're currently using, or you're not really happy with the job they're doing based on kind of where you are now, then I would just love to have about a 5 to 10 minute phone conversation, and we could just talk about what you potentially would want to do and come up with kind of a game plan. Thank you guys for your time. Really appreciate it, and have a great day.